blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first, much love to you, Dubs, my growing extended beautiful family. Just thank you so much for the love and support. That is greatly appreciated. If this is your first time, welcome. Good to have you. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings. Love and light and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, please drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up, tell me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you are comfortable enough, please drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up, tell me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are very uplifting, give you good vibes, or very informative to you, that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or friend, or even a friend that they're going through trying times at the moment and needing spiritual guidance, or just needing confirmation or validation towards life path, or even sole purposes, please go ahead and share. While you're at it, give it a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's greatly appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. The music that I'm listening to in the background is called Positive Spiritual Energy Cleanse, 528 hertz, awakening inner strength frequencies, miracle healing, miracle healing tone. And I will post that link in the description box below. And my video today I'm doing is called Twin Flame 101, Reflect Self Transformation. So powerful that it causes a domino effect in your surroundings. It's so true. Today I had to take me a reset, y'all. It was just, it's just like feeling everything. It's like when you're going through a powerful transformation, it's just like when you're going on your spiritual journey, when you're going through a spiritual awakening. It's basically almost the same thing. And it's that you know your purpose to a certain extent. A lot of times the universe will from a totally different view, having a different perspective. So it is like feeling everything at very intense rates. So it was just like it caught me off guard this morning. So it was like I had to really like lay down, just reflect, lay down, and just, I just spoke to the universe and stuff like that. It can get very aggravating and worrisome at times. It's just like when you're on a voyage. Anything can happen at any moment, but you have to, stand your ground, allowing yourself to be able to let go of the things that are no longer serving you. And it's just, when you're trying to be at peace and things start coming at you crazy, and people start coming at you crazy, and you're just like, you know what, I gotta do me right now, because it was just like I was going through this, and I feel, I went on my, one of my empowering empaths, and it was like a lot of people were feeling that way. So I was glad that I wasn't the only one that was taking notice of this. If you've been going to where you have gone through, uh, when you're reflecting, you see how things has, took its twists and turns into your life, being able to see all different things as in a positive perspective, even though it can be very daunting, stressful, uh, just, burden type situation. It feel like it can suck the air out of a room. You have to allow yourself to stand strong at it. And, it really caught me slipping today. And I was just like, you know what, I don't want to, share this out with anybody. It's like we're all going through painful and at times overbearing, transformations. You're allowing yourself to heal through things, allowing yourself to go through these motions, because this is something that has to take its own course. But a lot of times when ego wants to come popping back in your life and want to take a daggone visit, you have to put a restraining order against that, like a spiritual restraining order. Oh, you can't come up at least about 2 million feet into my brain, or even in my thought patterns. You have to allow me to let me do me, the new me. And it's just like, this is something, it happens at times, like I tell y'all, I keep it real. You go through things, you have experienced things. I had to allow myself to really, it was basically like me seeing my spiritual self, talking to my, myself here. And it's just like, I had to tell myself, not every day is going to be a good day for you. You're trying, you're doing things, you're helping yourself as well as you're helping other people. You are being a blessing towards other people, they being a blessing towards you. You have to look at all the situations you have been through, things that you had to really let go of, and it's just not from this life, but from your other lives. You're healing by layers. So when you're allowing yourself to do that, and you can be able to reflect that towards others. It's quick when people can do the negative. It's just like, dad, you want to have the gift that keeps on giving. You keep that. I don't need that. I got my own. I don't need you trying to get me off your dirty stuff, your dark and heavy stuff. Give me that, give me the happiness. Give me the love frequencies, the uplifting vibes. You have to be around people that are motivated, want to see you do better, give you that prop when you need it. Like, hey, there's people that, text me and say, hey, Roslynn, I learned this new technique and this and that, and it really helped me. And I'm, even if I might not see it as something being, uh, therapeutic in that way, because it's just like different people have different ways of doing it. I'm like, hey, if this is helping you and it's being a positive note, go ahead, go for it, keep doing it. That people have different ways of healing. People have a different way of dealing with their past. People have different ways of dealing with trauma that they have endured, just not just from this life but past lives. We're all dealing with our past lives from different times that has merged together. So a lot of times you're going to go through these different things in life, so I had to allow myself to just vent to the universe and allowing myself to do this, because it's like, I love what I do. I really do. um I do it selflessly. I give people that positive reminder when they don't have it in their surrounding. A lot of times we don't give ourselves that credit of the strength that we carry, the determination you carry, because a lot of times we get weary. A lot of times, even though you might see in the surrounding that things are really changing for you, but when you are dealing with heavy moments, it's hard to really feel that at that time when you're dealing with stuff that's so heavy with you. And that means, we're going through a human experience, so sometimes it's going to happen. Sometimes it's going to catch you slipping. You have to be able to allow yourself to have that bounce back game back really quick. Like, okay, I gave you your moment, you almost caught me, but you know what, you need to keep stepping, and you have to be able to allow yourself to say, this is my life. you know I don't no longer need you there. You got me where I need to be on this path. I had to learn about myself on so many different layers, on so many different directions, and so many different levels. And I appreciate that, but I no longer need you. That dark moment does not, that dark moment of the enemy, let me put it that way, does not no longer have a residence in your place. And you have to allow yourself to say, that's free rent. And, that's just like somebody staying in your house. You are not going to allow somebody to stay in your house and ain't paying stuff, just being, just trying to be a leech off everything. Even though some things might happen, in my situation, I'm not working. Not right now, I'm not working. But I try to make sure I do things here. I try to take care of things here. You know, um, but it's just like all the things that was going on. It's just like when you're making those big changes in your life where you're starting to see things change for the better. You're allowing yourself to see things as a positive perspective instead of a heavy setback. And even when you have that setback for the day, who's to say that you can't do a brand new, you know, reset, the next day? You can do that. And a lot of times we feel like, oh gosh, I stepped back 5 minutes, 5 paces back when I just had 20 steps, day before yesterday. It's fine. You know, when you're allowing yourself to have that self transformation in the fullest form you possibly can, where it might scare you half to death, and probably your shadow self after death, like, wait a minute now, what's this? You know, it may feel good or whatever, but I ain't never felt this before. You're not going to be able to, you've never felt this way before, because this is something that you're, you know, this is new for you. A lot of this stuff is new for you. You know, even though it might feel familiar, it is, but it's new for this life. But it's just like things are going totally different than you ever expected it. Sometimes it can, you know, catch you off guard. Like, wait a minute, I didn't know this was about to happen. I didn't know this was going to occur in my life. But then it gives you these overwhelming emotions of uh, gratitude, because when you have been in a dark space for so long, you know, you have, you know, tried to find yourself out of a cesspool of tragedies, you know, of trauma, uh, you know, downfalls and all these different things. But these are the things that made you fierce. These are the things that made you so much stronger. And a lot of times we don't see it as that, but you have to look at everything you have encountered just in this life alone. And if you're able to reflect on, you know, just telling people, hey, I've been there, you know. A lot of times people say, you don't know my life. No, but I know mine. You know, I know the things that I've went through. I know the things that I've endured. I want, you know, I would never, you know, wish that on anybody, not even my worst enemy. And I got a lot of those, you know, but I would never do that, because that was like a nightmare I could not wake up from. There's times that I still look at certain things, and you know, I know it's going to take its own time, but I'm allowing myself to make that effort. Don't be so unfair to yourself that you allow yourself to suffer in things that was only supposed to be there for a moment. You know, only allow you to just say, yeah, this really hurt the heck out of me in my life, but it allowed me to remind myself that obviously there's still some good in the world, even if I have to create it. You have to be able to do things like that. You know, everybody's tripping about this, you know, what is it? I was gonna say carnivore, um, corona type virus and stuff like that. And, you know, people tell me, it's like, I don't know why, but I'm not worried. You know, I feel like if it's going to be your time, it's going to be your time. But I really don't think anybody I'm connected with is, you know, that's going to be that thing that's going to put you down. Like I said, it's just the way I'm seeing stuff is like really deep to me, you know, and also I'm going to get into that in another video. But, you know, it's just like you're going through these changes in your life, you know. You're seeing so many different things from different angles. It's like you have your own different vantage point for different things that you have went through. And those are not for you to reflect and become sad, but it's supposed to reflect to you of look how much strength you have, even though you went through these dark moments in your life. Look how strong you were. You got back up, even when they pushed you down and your face was hitting the dirt. You still got back up. Wiped your knees off, you wiped your face off, and it was like Mother Nature was kissing your boo boos, you know, like your mom, you know, when you or whoever, because I know a lot of people don't have their mothers or whatever, but you know, it was just like that heavenly, you know, angel was just kissing you and saying it's okay. You're not going through these things by yourself. You know, we're assisting you, even though it may be hard for you. These are the things that's going to keep you pushing more, because you knew what that felt like, drowning in your own sorrows, drowning in your own pain, and trying to say, I know my life does not, this is not what my life is supposed to be. You have to be able to make that strong decision and say, this is not going to continue in my life. I deserve happiness. I deserve love, you know. Even when I might not feel it in surrounding myself, I'm going to create that for myself as well. I'm going to create a peace of mind for myself as well. You know, everything changes, but you have to allow yourself to make that decision, or you're going to allow yourself to keep drowning in self pity or drowning in what somebody has placed on your life. You know, you have to allow yourself to look at the things that has happened in your life that wasn't pretty. It wasn't. But when you're allowing yourself to be that example of saying, you know what, this happened to me, that happened to me, but I'm still here. You know, I want to be able to help people that have, you know, understand my pain, you know, understand, because it's just like you're being somebody else's miracle, you know. And at times you never, it's hard when people don't understand the things that you're going through, things that you have endured in life, but you know, in some kind of way, the universe manifests or even just orchestrate certain things where you connect with people that knows just how you feel, and you're just trying to understand, hey, do you have the answer to the survival cheat sheet about how I'm gonna get out of this? It's like, yeah, just allow yourself to keep being persistent. Keep allowing yourself to understand this is not going to beat me. I'm going to beat it. And then I'm going to be able to show the world. There's going to be people that's going to connect with you that is going to need that kind word, because a lot of times the world can show some really hateful things in life, real hateful acting people, because they feel like they're justified because of what happened to them. And when they can have that in the world, they can just have the total opposite. Everything has to have a balance to it. When they have these people out here just going around and you know, um, tearing up people's lives, when you can see somebody um, just living in their peace of mind, and then there's people out there that just sees that person like, yep, you know what? I'm gonna come in there and wreck their whole life apart, and people do that. Hell, I done dealt with a couple of them, but I'm glad that they did that to me because it allowed me to see that was very durable. That was, they get pissed off when they feel like I can't be shook like that. Or they might see me suffering every once in a while, but you'll never see me quit. You'll never see me quit. And it's just like when I go through things, I might be in my feelings at that moment, but I have to allow myself to chill out for that second. That's why when I'm going through my reset time or my recharge, try not to talk to people. And it's not like I'm trying to ignore nobody, but I'm that type of person. If I'm going through some really funky stuff, I'd rather keep that to myself because a lot of us are going through that. That's why, a lot of people, you know, come chat with me because they're trying to understand their purpose. They're trying to understand why certain things are felt, why certain things that they learn or they're being guided towards. When you're allowing yourself to take that ultimate self transformation in your life, people are going to, the people that want to see you, you know, elevate, ascend towards greatness. People want to what did you have to do? Because I want to be like you. I want to be like you because you feel like you're not so heavy in your days, and I mean that feels good. I mean you can be the blimp, and you still don't feel heavy in your days because you create how you want to see things. You create no matter how much people try to, turn things around because misery loves company. But happiness does too. You can choose which one you want to deal with. And misery isn't one of them. I'm like, I smell that coming from a mile away. I'm very, very, very picky about where my energy is, posted at or who I'm going to deal with that, you're more of taking than trying to add to it. Unless it's like misery, misery. I just don't have time for all that. I stay in my own little, my own little, whatever you want to call this, my own little sanctuary, and it's very peaceful. It's very welcoming. But going through that transformation is something very beautiful, but it can be hard. But that's where it's supposed to be. If it was really easy, you wouldn't appreciate things that has taken place in your life, or you wouldn't um, allow yourself to want to go harder for the things if you have never endured, mistakes, setbacks, anger, confusion in your life, doubts, fears, because when you have done those, when you get aggravated, when things have not changed for the better, even though it has, but it's just not changing the way you thought it was, you know. At times we get up in our feelings about the universe, like, "Ah, doggy, you done told me I do this, I do that, and you'll do this, and I still ain't seen it yet." You never know what's going on around you. You never know what's going on behind the scenes. Sometimes what you want right now is not the best time for you to have right now. You might be having more things you needed to learn in that period that then you'll understand. But heck, thank you. I thought I wanted it, but you wanted something so much better for me. And a lot of times we get mad we don't get what we want when we want it. That may be something that you wanted in your life, but universe and God and all your spirit guides, even your past loved ones, are working hard to make sure that you overcome so many things that's been placed on your life because they know you're You're going to hold a important spot for whatever is, about to present itself to us. Times bring about a change. Everybody's scared and, starting to buy out everything, and schools are getting out, and it's just like, man, that's a whole nother story. But, everything happens for a reason. The ones don't live right, those are the ones that are mostly scared at times. I don't know why, but I'm not scared about anything that's going on right now. Really, I'm not. I'm in peace with myself. Only things I'm getting up right with is the darkness that keep on trying to, hey, I'm back. No, the hell you're not. Bye. You can go. I don't need you. I say I'd rather be by myself. I can do that myself. I don't need no extraness to act no heavy to me. But it's when you're allowing yourself, don't fight the inevitable. A lot of times we do that. We get aggravated. We get in our feelings about things. And, all of a sudden when you do that, it'll start bringing up everything you have recently endured and past endured. And, that's not healthy for nobody, especially if you came too far. You don't have to go back and, start doubling back on everything that's been done to you. Everything has a reason for happening the way it did, and a lot of times, well, shoot, I already see it because I express my change. I express my experiences that goes on in life, even, the things that they send to me to, pass on to you. Because there's a lot of times we go through these crazy changes and we're trying to understand, why do we feel so intense this day, and why do I feel so wanting to seclude so much the next day, or why does things get to the point where I can't even barely touch them, and it's like I'm feeling energy off of everything I touch. All these different things, you're changing for a reason. And a lot of times it doesn't, you may not understand what's taking place right at that time, but, you know, um, everything has a reason for doing what it's doing. And, maybe you'll learn today. Maybe it's going to take you a few times for you to get knocked down and come back up, for you to understand what happens. You can fall a lot of times, but it's up to you if you want to stand and get up. If you want to keep on drowning in your pain and misery, you can do that. Or you can sit up here and get back up and and start right back over again. It is, always a new day that comes, that you can act better than you were the day before. You change every few minutes. It allows you to say, yeah, that almost caught me in my feelings, but you know what, let me get off of that. You have to really do that at times. Because even though, the things that you went through, it's not fair. No, it's not. But then you have to allow yourself to know, like I've said before, a lot of us, well, shoot, all of us, especially empath, one way or another, we wanted to be able to heal the world in some kind of way. But you had to endure certain things in your life for you to be able to help that. And that's the reason why you were set on assignment, for you to be, you know, go through this self destruction, or, being, in in corrupt situations with other people. You know, you're going to have your day just like the ones that has placed things on you. They're going to have their day too. But you have to allow yourself to worry about what you're doing for you. At times we get mad, especially if you have had somebody do some things to you that, that doesn't feel like, are these people going to be held responsible? Are they going to get what's coming to them when they try so much, you know, to bring you down? That's how I've gone through it. Shoot, still, I don't even, deal with the people that's done things to me. And there's some of them that, I'm still around, but that's where my strength comes in at, because it's like, it's easy to get over things if you distance yourself. Because I don't even talk to my reflectors, you know, my mom's ex-husband, his wife and children. I don't talk to them at all. Even though I might get in my feelings about certain things that has transpired in my life, but then it allowed me to see all the strength I had. Because it's just like, when you see, when people are trying to do things for greed, and they'll try everything up under the sun. Even sometimes God will bless you to the point where he'll present certain things. It's like, see, if I allowed you to go this way, this would have happened this way. I cut corners, and I made sure that you did not get involved in these certain situations, because they seen that storm coming before I did. you know and it was very hurtful, very, very hurtful, about the things that I've endured. But when I allow myself to see, I'm still here. Keep on, I'm like a Timex, keep on getting them lickings, but keep on ticking at the same time. And then I allowed myself to know there's something very special I'm about to do, or I'm already doing. You know, there's so many people I talk to, and gosh, it's amazing how many people I talk to, there's wanting to find out more about themselves, that are finding my videos right when they're going through these intense changes. And it makes me feel very blessed for me to be a part of your lives as you're a part of mine. I don't want anybody to ever feel like I'm trying to act like I'm above anybody, because I'm not. you know we all are connecting, reconnecting for a reason. We're all going through these changes, and at times we can go through the most darkest moments in our lives. And then when you allow yourself to go through that change, it's for the better, because there's, it has to be better out there somewhere. Even when you're around that, you can make your own self better where you're at. You can have your own little paradise surrounding you. You don't have to be sitting up here in conjugation with all this other madness that's going on in the world. You can make your own paradise where you're at. You can have your own paradise in your mind. It's all about what you choose to think about. It's all about how you choose to go for it. It's hard. Yeah, it's hard. But you have to realize every time you're going through stuff, and every time you feel like you're about to get in your feelings about something, you have to allow yourself to know, that sadness and that anger, all that stuff is temporary. you know it's all about how you go about your life, all about how you see it as a miracle every day that makes you want to start back over and try it right the next time. Better days are coming. Hell, better days are here. It's all about how you choose to go for it. So you have to allow yourself to go through that intense transformation. So when you're pushing that out from yourself and other people see it, it's going to be a domino effect. Like, God, dog, because it's just like I'm at that point where I feel good that I don't have to keep talking about what started me on my path. I feel like, when you're over things, you don't have to keep bringing them up. Your people that has done things to you, don't have to keep exposing them. Pretty soon they're going to get too comfortable and they end up exposing themselves. So I feel like, if you want to know the things that I went through, you'll see past videos that will kind of bring your attention about the things that I've endured throughout my life that brought me to this point right now. And I feel like I'm very blessed, very blessed, because it's like I might have my little weak moments at that time. And that's when I go into solitude and go ahead and, do what I need to do just so I can get back on point again. Because I don't want to share that with nobody. We go through enough stuff. I ain't trying to add that to somebody else's situation. Yeah, y'all might see me at times where I get my emotions because, I feel hard, um, very intense, because it's like at times when I connect with people, if it's meant for me to know through spirit, they'll show me certain situations, or that vibration is very strong when it comes off of you, just for you saying a simple hello, you know, and that allows me to know that, I might have went through some very hellish stuff growing up, and, even still to this day, but I had to allow myself to nip that in the bud. Nothing can't hurt me unless I allow it to. When you're protected and you're anointed, and you've been signed up to a certain situation, a path to take, you already know you're protected. Ain't nothing gonna go on that is not supposed to go on. That's why I'm not worried about all this other stuff that's going around. You're going to be protected. And at times you may not feel that because you go through those emotions. But that's all because you're allowing your emotions to get to you. The things that you have endured in life get to you. you know you have to allow yourself to know, these things happen for a reason. Yeah, it may be hurtful, and you may not understand why these things had to take part in that way. But just look at how, strong you have gotten from the things you have went through. you know um and it's just like I had to allow myself to see it as that, not as something that, I'm tired of it happening. Things have a way of happening the way it's supposed to happen, but it's all about how you tend to reflect on it. And I'm proud of myself for that, because there are a lot of times I'll go, this happened to me, this happened to me, this happened to me. And I say, you know what, I went through I had some burdens happen to me. I've had things that I thought it was going to kill me from what I went through, because I drowned heavy in them. But then I had to allow myself to make peace with that, because when you make peace with that and you don't speak on it no more, it makes you know that you're fully, you know, healing from that. That's why I always tell people, if you're new to it, new to my channel, and you want to know what made me go through these changes to start making my videos, I said, look at my my intro video, or look at my adoption videos, or any of my other past videos I've been doing for the last 3.5, almost going on 4 years. And I've turned around so many times. It's like every day that I've seen more, I learn more. I'm open to the universe to let me know, hey, if there's something I need to pass on to my brothers and sisters, can I be open for me to be able to tell them that? And it was like, especially when I was listening to the dolphin and whale meditation yesterday, everything started coming through. I was like, good God, you know. So I think I was only able to do 2 videos yesterday because it really drained me out. Um, but yeah, we're going to go through these things, and you allow yourself to reflect. You allow yourself to go through that full transformation because you deserve that. You don't have to sit up here and soak in your mishaps, your shortcomings, your missed opportunities, because it's like everything has played a part in your life for you to be where you are right now. So these things might have happened days in and days out, but trust and believe there's so much better around that corner. You just have to allow yourself to go through it. Yeah, it might take a minute, but it's like you're getting closer to it every day. You're nowhere near the person you were when you first started the situation. And it's just like, and you're about to be a lot more than what you ever expected down that road. But you have to allow yourself to go through those changes. Allow yourself to accept the things that has happened. Allow this to know these are the things that set me on my path. Yeah, it hurt like hell, but these are the things that got me on my mission, to be able to know that I never want to feel this situation again. I never want to have, anybody else go through this. And if they do, they at least have an advocate that they can, like, you're kind of like being somebody's sponsor. It's like an empath sponsor, and it's just like, how did you get through these things? How did you heal? It just takes time, you know. Patience. That's something I didn't have. Hell, I'm a Taurus. I don't like all that. I want my stuff right now, like yesterday. But I have to know. And when I allow myself to really step back and look at it, I get it. I understand because I've learned so much, and I appreciate it so much, And a lot of times we get pissed off because we didn't get our blessings. But it's just like when universe and God prepares us for these things, they want to make sure that we're in our good mindset, that where I'm about to give you is going to last. You're going to allow yourself to appreciate the things that's coming to you, because they want to make sure that you maintain it. You take care of it. You nurture that, because these are the things that's going to be in your life, and it's going to take you to places you've never been. So they want to make sure you straight mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, so you don't go off and mess it up, because it's like you have to be very choicy about what you tend to deal with, how you tend to look at things, how you tend to heal from things, and the people that you surround yourself with, and all those things. You have to be very choicy on that, especially when it comes to your blessings that is, on its way into your life. Like, you about to have that mess come into your life, and it's going to be something that you didn't even expect. So so do what you need to do. Allow yourself to go through that huge self transformation, because it's going to blow you and everybody else out the water, and it's going to be a domino effect, and there's going to be so many people that are going to be healing from that, and you're going to be that example. So I hope you were able to resonate. Sorry about the late videos. Y'all know I try to at least do them a little bit earlier in the daytime, but I was just going through too much this morning, and I had to take that time out for me. So I would love to give a post notification shout out to Brian G. Baby, as well as Raphael Lion. Much love to you as well, too. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, welcome. So good to have you. Drop a line. I know there's a few messages from yesterday I have not gotten to. I'm going to try my best to go ahead and answer all of it, replies back. So I do apologize for that, y'all. But drop a line, let me know if you resonate with the video. Share, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not already. Hit the notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Um, if you need to get in touch with me privately and you don't feel comfortable with talking here, I do understand. I talk to a lot of people on the side that they feel more comfortable with me when they're on a one-on-one, so I don't mind that. You can find me on Facebook Messenger. Just look me up under my name if you're in the U.S. My chat times are in between 10 o'clock in the morning till 10:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that's 7 days a week. Um, let me know that you connect with me here, and what you need assistance with, or what you would love to share with me. And I'll help you out the best way I can, and direct you the best way I can. If I can't find the answer you need, and everything we talk about is confidential. Whatever is said, it stays there. So, know that you're truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved, and knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And make sure you give out love, light, positivity, as well as prosperity, words, vibes, and frequencies. You never know. All those things can really take somebody a long way. And I will see you on my next video. Much love to y'all. Peace and be wild.